Hey there, party people. I'm Alex the Whyzer Owl, and today we're going to talk about growing your course community. One of the truly special things about the sport of disc golf is the people who you meet when you play. And there's no better place to start meeting people and start building relationships than at your local course. But how do you build up your course community? Well, I'm one of the leaders at my local course, and we've built a community there that I am very proud of. And today I want to give you some tips that we've used to help grow our community, and hopefully you can come up with something that makes you just as proud as I am. So let's get started. If your course does not have one already, the best place to start is making a players group on Facebook. These are great because it gives players an opportunity to post up what times they're going to be at the course if they're looking for more people to play with. It can connect people who are trying to sell or trade discs with potential trader buyers. And it can also be a place for players to post up if they've lost a disc and need help finding it. But on the other side, course administrators can use Facebook to reach more people for leagues, events, and other related developments. Another step that you can take that isn't really necessary, but it does help in the long run, is setting up a website for your course. A website's a great place that you can link things like course records or a lost and found list. It also looks really clean and professional for outside sponsors if you're trying to bring those in for events. Secondly, talk to people. Talk to all of the people. If you see somebody who you don't recognize, go on up and introduce yourself. Ask them how their round's going and maybe offer to throw a few holes with them and get to know them a little bit. Tell them about when league is and if there's any events coming up that they could be interested in. And always direct them to your Facebook players group, because that's a way for them to meet other people and be more part of an inclusive community. Events are a huge part of building your community because it's going to bring a bunch of people together at the same time. And that's where the relationships are going to be built. Offering a variety of different types of events is going to attract a wide variety of people. Offer a singles league, offer a weekend random doubles league, have both sanctioned and unsanctioned events. Things like trilogy challenges or ace races are big draws for some of the players that want to get more into the sport and the community without being overly intimidated by the competition. It might not be a super obvious thing to think about, but how you handle your lost and found is going to go a long way into how people view your course and how your community behaves. When we first started working at Daisy, the tossed and found box was back in the woods. It was wooden with a padlock on it. That would often be broken, be repaired, only to be broken again. If you put a disc inside of the lost and found, chances are it's not getting back to its original owner, and it kind of turned into a found and taken box. We bought a metal lock box that we put in sight of both the dog park and the soccer fields, as well as the parking lot. So if you're tampering with it, someone's going to see. And one of us would come and unlock it once a week. We'd post up pictures of what we found, list them on both Facebook and on our website, and you could go pick them up at the town rec office in a secure location. After a few months of doing this, the course community changed drastically. If you started losing a disc, you knew that you were probably getting it back. I'm personally shocked and super proud at how many uninked discs get turned into that tossed and found bin. All these no-name discs just waiting to be claimed. Make sure you take the time to thank people in your community who step up to help you, both to their face and publicly. Tag them in posts thanking them for the work that they do. If they step up and help you run league, or if they do some coursework with you, or if they run field games at your events, make sure you thank them and make people feel appreciated because they like that. And check in at the end of the video because I'm going to list a whole bunch of people who have helped our community grow. But right now I want to give a special shout out to Steve Scanzaroli and Chuck Edmond and Jeremiah Libby for being my partners in crime and helping get Daisy to where it is. Lastly, and most importantly, is lead from the front and be the example of someone who you want to be in your community. When you see a new player, if you're talking to them and being warm and inclusive, other people are going to follow suit. And if someone posts in your Facebook group, comment on it and be part of the conversation. That's where relationships start. If you find a lost disc, be the first one to text the owner and tell them that it's going to be in the lost and found box and where they can pick it up. And if you want coursework done, be the one who's out there doing it first, then ask for help. Lead for your example, and people are going to want to help you when they see the improvements that you are making. Did I miss anything? Is there something that you've done in your course community that you think could benefit other courses? Comment below and let us know, because I'm all about sharing information to grow the sport to be as great as we all know it can be. While you're at it, like and subscribe, and check out my next video that's going to be on working with your town or your city or whatever powers that be about moving your course in a direction that you want to see it with the help of whoever owns the land. Until next time, folks, play Whyzer. Okay, so in no particular order, and I hope I don't miss anybody, the people who I want to thank, I've already thanked Chuck and Scans and Libby for all they do. I want to thank Team Daisy as a whole. You guys are always awesome about stepping up and helping us run events and clean up the course and being inclusive and representing our community so well, so thank you to you guys. I want to thank John P. Smith, who's always out there helping us with coursework whenever we need him. I want to thank some of the people who came before us, like Jay Mello and John Rogers and Mike Laddick and Eric Kevorkian and Ryan Jett, who works for the town, who helped the course get in and continues to help us to this day. I want to thank some other friends of Daisy, like Eric Wilson, who's always telling people when league are and chatting people up. Thanks for being you, E-Wills. Mike Johnson is a workhorse, has done a lot for the course that a lot of people don't see. So thanks to Mike. And Charlie Crosby has been around since the beginning when we sort of took over, and has always helped with work days and has been very generous with his time. So I'm sure that there are other people who I've forgotten. I'm not trying to slight you, just there's a lot of people that make up this community. So thank you all for being part of Daisy, past and present, and hopefully future.